Christopher, my goodness, where to start? Today is our big day. It seems like it's taken so long to get here, yet flown by at the same time. I am so excited to call you my husband and face whatever this life has in store with your hand in mine. Today, we begin our greatest adventure yet. Growing up, I used to dream of the man I would marry and what he would be like. You, sir, are everything I hoped for and more. The way you looked at me that first day took my breath away and completely stopped me in my tracks. You still look at me that same way, and I can't imagine my life without you. I love you for being yourself and for every bit of who you are. My dad would be proud of the life we have made and will continue to look after us as we grow. I cannot wait to see you at the end of the aisle at 3. I will love you with my whole heart for my whole life. Forever and ever, baby. Love, Kelsie.
Kelsie, honestly, I don't even know where the time went. It's been 5.5 years, and today is the day we get married. I guess time really does fly by when you're having fun. I always had an idea of the things I wanted to say in this letter. It was hard to really find the right way to say it. You defy all meaning to me, and certainly not in a bad way, but I don't understand how I got so lucky. From the moment we met, you were different. It's like we knew each other without knowing each other before. We clicked as though we had been best friends in a past life, only to meet again in this one, as soulmates do. You accepted me, cherished my weird self. But it goes both ways. I consider myself a lucky man to hear you, see you, be around you every day of my life, and every day going forward. I love you forever and ever, babe. And that's never gonna change in this life or when I find you in the next. I love you.
May your marriage always bring glory to God, joy to one another, and blessings to your family. May love and laughter fill your hearts and your home throughout all the days of your lives. May you face every challenge hand in hand and side by side, knowing that with God's grace, you will conquer all obstacles together. May the world be forever a better place because the two of you fell in love.
By joining hands, you two are now indicating that you choose each other. And so, once again, I want to ask you some questions, starting with you, Chris. Under the eyes of God and in the presence of your family and friends out here, do you take Kelsie to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to support her completely and love her unconditionally as long as you both live?
I do.
All right. And Kelsie, under the eyes of God and in the presence of your family and friends, do you take Chris to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to support him completely and love him unconditionally as long as you both shall live?
I do.
We're all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. A few weird love things that go together: travel and cars, bonfire and stars, trail point and friends, families that blend, hockey and beer, laughter and cheer, sand and sea, Chris and Kelsie.
But to start off, I want to tell one quick story. So, Chris, I've known you most of your life. So, those of you who don't know, I'm probably the reason we're here today. Did you know that? So here's the first time I met Chris. I was dating his Aunt Sarah. And she says, "Hey, tonight on our date, we're gonna babysit." I'm like, "What? Okay, I guess, cool." So Dominique and Chris come over. And I'm talking to Chris, and you had to have been at most kindergarten. So he's in kindergarten at the time, and I said, "Chris, let me teach you something." So we sat down on Aunt Sarah's bed, and I said, "Come here. If you're ever next to a girl, you sit down next to her, you get a little bit closer, you put your arm around her, and you place a kiss on her cheek." Like I said, he's in kindergarten. About a week later, his mother calls Aunt Sarah. You're never going to believe what happened at school today. Chris got in trouble for kissing a girl. So, technically, I taught you how to handle. So, Kelsie, you're welcome. No.
I'm sure dealing with her brothers, being protective like they are, hasn't been easy. But they have seemed to like you. I know her dad absolutely loved you. And he approved of you so much.
I've been a huge fan of Kelsie's since the first time I met her at our old house my family lived at. Probably a little bit before that, to be honest. Chris stopped being such a jerk all the time. Had a sparkle in his eye, a smile every once in a while. I got to see your guys' love blossom at the beginning, grow throughout the whole time I've known you and strengthen. And now together today, all of us got to see it become solidified in marriage. So here's to a lifetime of memories, lessons learned, and a whole lot of love. Congratulations to my best friends.
I declare that you are husband and wife together. Those whom God have joined together, may no one ever separate. Christopher Beeler, you may kiss your bride.